Which one of the following graphs represents the relationship between ventricular and diastolic volume and cardiac output in a healthy adult individual at rest, represented by solid line, and upon exercise, represented by dotted line? To answer this question, you need to refer to the Frank-Starling law. This law states the relationship between stroke volume and end diastolic volume for an individual which is at rest, and the relationship upon exercise and upon hemorrhage, also called positive inotropic effect and the negative inotropic effect respectively. So what it says is that the stroke volume of the heart increases in response to an increase in the volume of the blood in the ventricles before contraction. The contraction is basically the end diastolic volume when all other factors remain constant. So if at the point of end diastolic volume, when we're seeing from that perspective, if the heart volume or the volume of the blood in the ventricle is increasing, then the stroke volume also increases. And why is that? Because as large volume of blood flows into the ventricle, the blood stretches cardiac muscles. This leads to an increase in the force of contraction. Therefore, this mechanism, Frank-Starling mechanism, basically allows the cardiac output to be synchronized with the venous return, arterial blood supply, and humeral length. So if you look at the curve given on the right side, you see that when compared to the graph for a individual which is at rest, which is the center line here, if you compare during the same law but during exercise, you can see that with an increase in the diastolic volume, your stroke volume also increases. This is in contrast to the hemorrhagic effect, where you see that even in hemorrhage, if the diastolic volume increases, the stroke volume actually goes down. So it's not a linear increase. So coming to this question says that you should see the solid line and the dotted line. The solid line is at rest and the dotted line is exercise. So first of all, you should remember that exercise is basically positive inotropic effect. So the curve for this should be above the solid line, which is what you find here and here. And then you should remember how the relationship flows. The relationship says that as the ventricular and diastolic volume increases, the cardiac output also increases. Therefore, the answer is A. To know more about the cardiac system and the circulatory system, you can refer to this course offered by the NPTEL.